Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about anime that lied to you. Not like plot twist lied, I mean the art lied, the character designs lied. The key visual on the streaming thumbnail specifically walked up to you, looked you in the eye and said, hey, this is going to be a chill time. And then it was not a chill time. And I think this is one of the most underrated tricks in the entire medium because it's not about shock value, it's about setup. Your brain has been trained by like 20 years of moe and slice of life and round little faces with big eyes to relax when it sees that art style. Soft line art, pastel palette, characters who would look like they'd be at home in a cooking club. Your guard drops, that's the whole point. And then the show hits you while you're standing there completely undefended. So this is a recommendation list. 9 shows going from, okay, yeah, the art was a little misleading, all the way to, I don't think I've recovered from this. I'm keeping spoilers light because half the value here is the turn itself. So I'll tell you what it looks like and what it actually is, and I'll leave the how for you to find out. Like, comment, subscribe if you want, do whatever. I'm not your mom. Let's get into it. What it looks like: bright, clean, superhero school anime. Kids with powers on an island academy. One girl shows up with no powers, and you're already writing the arc in your head. She's gonna prove herself. She's gonna find her hidden strength. Standard. What it actually is? Not that at all. And it flips fast, like first episode fast. And the whole show after that is a completely different genre with a completely different lead energy. It's loosest lie on this list because the art isn't really doing heavy lifting, it's more the premise that's lying to you. But it's a good warm-up. Short, tight, easy watch, and the moment it turns is genuinely fun to experience blind. Okay, so this one is gorgeous, like actually one of the prettiest looking shows of the last few years. Bright color work, gorgeous backgrounds, fluid animation, a soft, dreamlike surrealism to the whole thing. 4 girls, magical dream world, weird eggs. Feels almost cozy. What it actually is, a show about grief and about why teenage girls hurt themselves. And it does not soften that. The visuals stay beautiful the entire way through, which is exactly the problem because you keep watching something painful happen inside a frame that looks like a painting. Fair warning on this one, it goes to some heavy places with mental health stuff, and the ending is famously kind of a mess for production reasons. Watch it anyway. The first 10 episodes are worth it. Kunihiko Ukihara, which, if you know that name, you already know what you're in for. Bright, candy colors, 3 penguins doing slapstick bits in the background of every scene, musical numbers, a magical hat princess yelling about survival strategy. It looks like a comedy. It kind of is a comedy, for a while. What it actually is, a show about family, about being abandoned by society, and about a real historical event in Japan that I'm not gonna name because finding out is part of it. The cuteness here isn't a disguise exactly, it's more like padding. Ukihara wraps every awful idea in something ridiculous so you'll actually swallow it. This one's weird, genuinely weird. If you bounce off theater kids symbolism, you'll hate it. But if it clicks, it stays with you for years. And this is the one I think is sneakiest on the entire list. What it looks like: 2 little potato-shaped girls in a tiny tank, driving around, eating rations, having small, dumb conversations about nothing. Soft, round designs, gentle music, slow pacing. It's cozy. It's genuinely cozy, that's not a trick. What it actually is, those 2 girls are the last people alive. The world already ended. Nobody's coming. And the show never once raises its voice about that. There's no gore, no monster, no big reveal. It just lets you slowly figure out that you've been watching the end of the human species while 2 kids argue about whether a bath is worth the fuel. The lie here isn't, this is secretly violent. It's, this is secretly about extinction. And it's so quiet about it that it takes a couple episodes before you realize what's actually sitting under all that comfort. Honestly, might be my favorite on this list. Newer one. Adorable little alien octopus lands on Earth with happiness gadgets and a mission to make everyone smile. The design is basically Doraemon. Bright, round, kid show colors. What it actually is, bullying, abuse, and childhood suffering handled with basically zero mercy. And the specific move that makes it hurt is that Takopi doesn't understand any of it. He's got the emotional vocabulary of a mascot character trying to solve problems that are way outside anything a mascot character should ever have to touch. It's short, 6 episodes. You can finish it in an afternoon, which I'm saying as a warning and not a selling point. I'm gonna be careful here, because this is the one where the art style isn't just misleading, it's load-bearing. It's the actual plot device. What it looks like? Cute school club anime. Girls living at school, doing club activities, one energetic airhead lead, warm colors, opening theme that sounds like a pop song from a K-On! Adjacent universe. What it actually is, I'm not telling you. Watch episode 1. That's it. That's the whole recommendation. 1 episode. And if you can go in without looking anything up, do that. Because this show has one of the cleanest first episode traps ever animated, and knowing about it in advance genuinely takes something away. Pastel everything. Pink and mint and cream, soft, rounded designs, a title with the word sugar in it, and a premise about a high school girl who finally found love and is building a happy little life with the person she cares about. It looks like it came out of a Manga Time Kirara magazine. What it actually is? Psychological horror about obsession, and the person she cares about is a small child she's keeping in her apartment, and the show is told from her perspective sincerely as a romance. That's the horror. The framing never breaks. She thinks this is a love story and the art agrees with her. This one's genuinely uncomfortable in a way the others aren't. Not gory, just wrong. Know that going in. The one that made this a whole subgenre. What it looks like? Magical Girl show. Ume Aoki character designs. So we're talking round faces, tiny noses, soft everything. The cutest possible version of that art style. Frilly transformations, a talking mascot creature, a girl being offered a wish. What it actually is, everybody already knows, which is kind of the tragedy of Madoka in 2026. It's been spoiled into the ground for 15 years, but even knowing, the execution still lands because the show isn't just doing one trick. The witch labyrinths look like somebody's collage art project ate a nightmare. The music is doing horror movie work under scenes that look like a toy commercial, and the structure of the story is way tighter than a show about magical girls has any right to be. If you somehow haven't seen it, stop reading the comments on this video before someone ruins it. 12 episodes, go. And here's the champion. The undisputed heavyweight. What it looks like, honestly beautiful. Storybook cute character designs, huge eyes, tiny round bodies, a whimsical adventure about a girl and her robot friend climbing down into a giant hole to find her mom. The backgrounds are gorgeous, the score is sweeping orchestral wonder. It looks like a Ghibli film. What it actually is, the thing that makes this #1 and the reason it beats everything else on this list is that the art never changes. That's the whole point. Madoka has the witch labyrinths, Happy Sugar Life has the tonal drop, Made in Abyss keeps the same soft designs, the same wonder-filled music, the same gorgeous painted backgrounds, and then just escalates the content past every line you thought existed. Body horror, suffering that goes on way too long, things happening to children that no other show would even attempt. And the designs stay cute the entire way down. The music stays beautiful. The show keeps telling you it's an adventure while showing you something you're not okay with. That gap between what your eyes are being told and what your gut is processing, that's the thing this entire list is about. And Made in Abyss is the purest version of it that exists. There's a reason it's the one everybody uses as the example. Season 1, then the movie Dawn of the Deep Soul, then Season 2. Skip the recap films. And genuinely, if you're not in a good headspace, this is not the week for it. All right, anime folk, that's the list. And I think the reason this trick works so well, and the reason it keeps working even though we all know about it now, is that it's not really a trick on your brain, it's a trick on your reflexes. You can know a show is gonna hurt you and still relax when you see round faces and soft colors because that's 20 years of conditioning and you don't get to opt out of it just because you read a list on YouTube, which is kind of a compliment to the medium, honestly. Anime built visual language strong enough that breaking it counts as a plot device. So tell me, which one of these got you the worst? Is there one I left off that should have been higher than Made in Abyss? And be honest, did any of you go into school live completely blind? Because I need to hear about it. I'll be watching you in the comments. Thanks for hanging out, like and subscribe if you had a good time, and go touch grass before you start Made in Abyss. Peace out.